because you're going to talk about the Career Center, right? And you're going to talk about, you can talk about, so you came here in grade 8, is that what you said?
Yeah, I did come here in grade 8.
Okay.
A long time ago.
Bruce just finished his 5 years of grade 8 last year, didn't he?
Still in grade 8. 54 years old. When I graduate, it's going to be trouble.
Okay, 1 second. Alright, so I'll start on a single you and then you can introduce them, alright? So I am,
What's your official title?
Program instructor.
Program
sorry,
instructor.
just 1 second.
He's really watching Netflix.
Yeah, I got it inside.
I
Yeah,
figured this
set it all
out
up.
after a few weeks, you know. He makes it look good, I'll give him that. He's never going to invite me back. He's already got an appointment with Stu. Get rid of this guy. He's not our next host.
Yeah, it's fine. Okay, right?
Want me to do the camera?
Yeah, can you do that? That'd be great. I think I'm paranoid because we had a camera that actually had a damaged lens and the back focus was switching to the back. We had to send it out for repair, so now everything looks out of focus to me. Alright, ready? I am rolling and you can start when you're ready.
All right, welcome to another episode of Inspiring Youth. We are here at the HIEC Center, which is Halton Industry Education Council. You guys got to get a shorter name. We have the program coordinator, Sarah Barber, with us. Thank you. And we have Megan Ouellette, right?
Yes.
Did I say it right? Ouellette?
Yes,
Okay, good. And you are a summer student?
Yes, so I'm a Career Center assistant. So
Okay.
I help with the Career Center here and organizing it and getting it ready for all the grade 8 students for next year.
Okay. So we are in HIEC's building here, and we're going to talk about the great things you guys do. We'll start with you, Sarah. Give us an overview, I guess, of what you guys do.
Absolutely. So our focus is really to connect youth with industry. So we really want to make sure we take advantage of the opportunities we have working with youth to allow them to take control of their own career journey. And that's a really big part of what we do. So with that, we have all sorts of educational programming, some large-scale events, and we have some online communities to support them too.
Okay, great. And is this where you got started through HIEC too?
Yes, it is. So I actually came to HIEC when I was in grade 8. So I was a grade 8 student. I came here and I just kind of looked through all the jobs and I found the trip was just so interesting. It was so cool to me. And then I also attended one of our programs, HIEC, when I was in grade 11. And I was also very interested in HIEC. It was such an inspirational night. And my sister also worked here, so that's where I know, lots of connections. So my sister also worked here, so that's kind of where I found out about HIEC. And then now I'm working here for the summer.
Well, that's great. And HIEC has, you guys have been wonderful. This is where I got connected with you. You're doing amazing things in the Burlington area here and outside of that. How far do you go? Where do you go? How do people get this?
Sure, yeah, absolutely. So we actually service the Halton community.
Okay.
So we work with all students in senior elementary that actually come into the Career Center here, but then we also make our way into high schools across Halton.
Okay. And you guys do the men and career coaches. Did I get that right?
Yeah.
I'm terrible with titles, which is how I got on this show. No, but so it's men and career coaches, and there's a woman in career coaches,
Yes.
correct?
Men as career coaches and women as career coaches, so we often call it MAC and WAC here at HIEC. We have acronyms for everything. But yeah, it's a fantastic evening. So we actually have about 700 women come together, so about 350 high school age students and 350 women and career coaches that come together for an evening of mentorship and inspiration. We also have the same thing for men, a little bit smaller group, about 500 individuals, and terrific speakers such as yourself, and just a phenomenal evening.
Yeah, it was great. I was involved with that, and we will continue to be involved because it was such an amazing event. So tell us, people come in here and they start on the left and read all the binders, or how does this? how does it work when you come in here? Maybe Megan, this is an area for you because you've been through it.
Yeah, for sure. So it kind of starts off, so we have our booklets here, so we have our career awareness program, and Sarah here runs the program. So Sarah here kind of gives a little introduction, talks to the students, and we have some activities that go on. And then basically the students just do a bunch of events to see kind of where they are, what kind of jobs they're interested in. And then from there, so we have the different industry sectors, and then they can kind of see which area they're most interested in, which area they like the best, and then from there they can look through the binders and find the jobs and kind of explore and research.
Is this online at all? If I was in grade 9 or 10 or whatever, you could come in and I saw these binders, I think I'd be hitting the door. But but I know you guys have a lot of stuff. So is this also online, or is this what what
Sure.
they can expect?
So one of the big pieces that drives people to come into the space is the interaction between the students and the teachers. So we find it really important to give them the opportunity to really explore and kind of engage in dialogue around career life planning. We support, obviously, the boards, and there is My Blueprint, which is a terrific tool they can use online to continue, and they often use in the classroom. But this is just a space for them to come together to really start to explore the terminology around career life planning, because it's often the first time they really get a chance to do that. And then also giving them the opportunity to learn about there's no really linear path anymore in the workplace. So taking on opportunities as they come, identifying your own skill sets and things like that, and then diving into the binders. So there's a lot of scaffolding that goes on prior to just letting them loose on the binders. But even in the 21st century, they are so interested in just diving in and having time to explore and having it easily accessible information.
Okay, now, so explain, what is the career path? If somebody comes in here,
Sure.
they don't know anything about the career.
Mm-hmm.
Just maybe give us an example of one student that's gone through, how do they go through this program and then come out with a career or the other end?
Sure. So we often work very closely with educators here in Halton. So there's an absolute ton of educators who have now had the opportunity to come here as a student and now are bringing their own groups in. So they come in and we have opportunities for them to look into whatever they're interested in. We remind them that it's a circuitous path, right? Like, it's an opportunity for them to see what's out there and build the kind of exploration skills and research skills behind that, and then they're able to come back. So we have had tons of people come in and make their way to WHAC and MAC as career coaches, and they've often said that their path hasn't been linear, and they've realized that's okay.
I love the name WHAC and MAC.
I know.
Now you know how I got on this show. Because, so this is amazing. So you have a lot of people come in, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's not just about coming in and working at a computer or reading all the binders
Yes.
in the orange section. That is
It's a big section.
So do you guys have people come in and do presentations? Like,
Sure.
what's involved in the
Mm-hmm.
program here?
So it's really a community hub, is how I often think of it. So we broker a lot of information. So if we're not able to give you the exact tools you need, we know someone who can. So we make sure that we provide the opportunities that we have here at HIEC, or we will connect you with those people in the community that can support you in your career life planning and your journey.
Okay, so most schools shut down in June,
Sure.
and students never want to see them again until September, even the good ones. But you guys have summer programs, and Megan, you're involved with that. So tell us about the summer program and how you got involved.
Yeah, so I'm part of the summer student program. So there's myself and then the 3 other students over there. So my job is kind of to, like, I'm involved in the career center. I'm involved in, making sure, like, the binders are all intact for the next summer kind of thing. And it's a great experience even going through, like, I learned so many more jobs. I learned so many more opportunities in the workforce and for all these students. And I actually got to sit in on a bunch of the presentations when the students were here when I started in June. And yeah, it's just a great opportunity to work here. Yeah.
That's great. Well, let's go over and talk to some students and see what they have to say about the program.